Alrighty, can you guys hear me? Looks like everything's projecting. All right, looks like everything's here. Looks like we're all ready to go. So we've got the last week of regular season. So this will determine playoff and relegation implications. So I think what we'll do is we'll do 6 squares in relegation, 8 square playoff. Actually, wait, what if I did... Maybe I could do like 10 square playoffs and give the 1 and 2 a bye. Actually, you know what we'll do? Okay. Actually, you know what we got here? We'll do 6 relegation squares, and then we'll do 9 playoff squares, so that the 1 seed, the regular season winner, gets a bye. Because I want to give a benefit to the 1 seed. So actually, the other thing I want to do? Let's see if I can pull this up. Let's pull up the standings right now before we get started. And the other thing is, so this week, no gimmicks or anything in this final match. Just gonna be straight up power ups, normal, everything. But we've got, but we have a grand arena afterwards, so there'll be grand arenas afterwards. So it's technically like 2 weeks this week. But yeah, let me pull up the standings. Okay. Sorry, let me just get this all set up here. Now this should theoretically be right. Yeah. So... Okay, let me post these. So these are the current standings. Okay, cool. So those are our standings right now. Oh wait, I forgot to clear the claim. Whoops, sorry guys. Let me open up claims for you. All right, there we go. Claim should work now, I think. Is Cream not in there? Oh, well, Cream is at... Oh, I think I might have missed these two here. This is Cream and Navy. Okay, so we can kick off our schedule for this week. We've got... Kicking us off, we've got Teal versus Red. We can open up betting for Teal versus Red. Where's the music? What the heck? Are you guys hearing music? Oh, you guys hear music? Really? Oh, my headset turned off. Ah, nice. Alright, so Teal trying to make playoffs. Red, I guess, technically has a chance. Oh, there we go. I hear it now. Perfect. All right, let's kick off our final match of week 23. Final regular season match. Let's kick off Red versus Teal. Let's begin. And Teal holding on desperately but cannot survive. Teal falling to 11-10-2. Red going 11-11-1. So big win for Red there. Next we've got Emerald versus Blaze. Pretty similar matchup here, actually. Emerald 11-11, Blaze 10-10-2. This is just a very tight playoff race. Alright, let's do maybe what I can do in between matches here. See if I can get the website updated. Apologies for my voice. I'm a little under the weather today. A little weird. All right, let's kick off Emerald versus Blaze. Let's begin. Blaze takes home the victory. Congratulations, Blaze. That'll help in the playoff campaign. Next we've got Hot Pink versus Purple. Hot Pink. Has Hot Pink secured the lead yet? Let me check. No, Blue could still catch Hot Pink. But actually, if Hot... Yeah, even if Hot Pink wins here. If Hot Pink loses here, Blue could easily catch Hot Pink. And then Purple... Let's see. Yeah, Purple's got a small chance of playoffs. It's still not totally done for, but... Because right now the cut line for playoffs is like 11-ish wins. And then relegation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 9 wins. So I mean, this is a relegation playoff mix. All right, let's kick off Hot Pink versus Purple. Let's begin. And Hot Pink putting on a dominant performance, trying to keep the chance to win the regular season alive. They fought already? Oh, wait, I'm trolling. It said Blurple on my sheet. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Ooh, this is not good. What we'll do is... Yeah, this is going to be kind of funky. So what I'll do is I'll just... We'll do Hot Pink versus Blurple and... actually, you know what I can do here, actually? Let's just go fix this real quick. So let's throw this up. And then what I can do is Purple should have a week 23. Yeah, so this should all be, so this should be nothing. 0, 0, 0, 0, like that. And then Hot Pink should be 0. So we'll do that for Hot Pink. And then, so this should all be fine. So now if I open this up, yeah, I'll do another claim when I open up the Grand Arena. So now we should have this all opened up again. So now if we do Hot Pink versus Blurple, how it should be. But yeah, I'll do the double claim when Grand Arena starts. Yeah, so now Hot Pink should be back at 15-6 and then Blurple. So this is our real match. What I'll do is I'll go refund everybody who lost on Hot Pink last one, and then I'll let the people who won keep their winnings. So I'll go fix that. All right, let's kick off Hot Pink versus Blurple. Let's begin. And we have a tie. No draw betters. All right, so the Hot Pink Blue battle stays alive for top of the league. Okay, so now let's make sure we have no other mess ups here. We got Navy versus Cream. We got a lot of 11-11, 10-10 squares this year. It's very very even in terms of the middle of the pack. No, you don't lose anything for betting on draws. Draws just refund your balance. Yeah, so if draws should just kind of zero it out. Oh, wait, you mean if you directly bet on a draw? If you directly bet on a draw, you lose your money. So if you bet draw, you'd lose 6, 7, 7. I thought you meant on a draw, like in that last case. Yeah, no, there's no cheesing betting draw every time. Alright, let's kick this off. We got Navy versus Cream. Let's begin. And congratulations, Cream, for taking home the victory. We got... where's my schedule? Now we've got Tan versus Malachite. Let's open up our betting for this. We got Tan at 12-10, Malachite 8-11-3. Malachite, I think, has a chance to avoid relegation. Tan is fighting for playoffs. I think Tan's in a pretty good spot unless he loses out both this and next week. All right, let's kick off Malachite versus Tan. Let's begin. And Malachite takes home the victory. Malachite pushing out of relegation. Next we've got Goldenrod versus Brown. Brown is fighting for that. I don't think he has a chance. Actually, technically, I think Brown could win the league. Like, if Hot Pink loses Grand Arena and Blue loses this week in Grand Arena, Brown could actually win the league. Pretty crazy. All right, let's kick off Brown versus Goldenrod. Let's begin. And Brown keeps the case alive for winning the league. Goldenrod cementing himself in relegation, but Brown has now a chance to win the league. Next, we've got Olive versus Lavender. We've got Olive at 9-13 trying to dodge relegation. Lavender 11-11 trying to make playoffs. All right, let's kick off Olive versus Lavender. Let's begin. And Olive falls to Lavender. Congratulations, Lavender. That is a big win. Playoffs is within reach. Next, we've got Indigo versus Crimson. Crimson pretty much guaranteed relegation, I think. I don't think there's any possible way out of it. Indigo, though, playoffs, a win, I think, almost guarantees Indigo a spot in playoffs. So this is a pretty important match for Indigo here. Crimson's not really playing for much, but Indigo needs to win. All right, let's kick off Indigo versus Crimson. Let's begin. And Crimson turns it last second with a steal. Or not a steal, a soul steal. Congratulations, Crimson, taking home the victory. Next, we've got Yellow versus Purple. This is what Purple's match should have been. Yellow is fighting to stay away from relegation. Purple, on the other hand, has a chance to... is playoffs realistic? I think it's possible. Kind of a mid-match here. I think there's implications, but it's not too important. All right, let's kick off Yellow versus Purple. Let's begin. Congratulations, Yellow. Yellow making a real chance that he won't be making relegation. Now, when I say 6-square relegation, I mean that's the squares that enter the tournament. So we'll probably relegate either 2 or 4. I'm still deciding on that. I'm gonna take a look at the tournament and see how it looks. But it'll be 6 squares have a chance of getting relegated, and then it'll be 2 or 4 that get relegated. All right. Next, we've got Cerulean versus Arctic. All right, we got Cerulean. This is a big matchup actually, and I mean, actually, I guess it doesn't matter that much for in terms of like playoff implications, because I think both squares have essentially clinched it, but I guess it kind of matters for seeding. So do we want to see, hold on, let me actually do something for fun here. Where do I go to start this? Oh, here we go. Alright, I started a poll. So we can decide if we want an HP advantage for playoffs or not. Alright, let's kick off Cerulean versus Arctic. Let's begin. And Arctic with the comfortable win. Congratulations, Arctic. Oh, shoot. Okay, now let's pull up our next match. We've got green versus blue. A very important match for blue here. Blue with the win here takes the lead for top square or regular season champ. So this is a big match for blue. Green's actually playing to get out of relegation too. So this is a pretty high stakes match for the squares. We got a lot of blue fans, All right, let's kick off blue versus green. The entire economy's on blue. And blue claims a victory, helping out everyone in the economy. Blue now has control of his own destiny here as we enter the final Grand Arena week. So Blue could be winning the regular season. Next we've got our last match of the week. We've got Cyan versus Orange. So this is our last match of week 23. And then what I'll do is the Grand Arena week. So Cyan trying to punch his ticket to playoffs. Orange trying to stay away from relegation. So big match for both. So we'll see. We'll take a look. Once this gets done, we'll take a look at what the standings look like and who makes playoffs and not once we get to before the Grand Arena starts. So it'll be interesting to see. Alright, let's kick off Cyan versus Orange. Let's begin. And Cyan fighting to stay alive, but could not get the job done. Orange takes home the victory. Congratulations, Orange. Okay, so what I'll do here is we're going to pull up, we'll let these stats go through, and then I'll pull up the next Grand Arena the next Grand Arena battle. Okay, so let's do this. And so how the Grand Arena is going to work is if you win, it counts as a win for the week. I'm not tracking stats, I'm not tracking damage, I'm not tracking any of that. It's purely wins and losses for this week. So if you get a win this week in Grand Arena, you get kicked out of the Grand Arena and then it counts as a win. So we'll do it until there's 12 squares that have wins. I think that's right. Discord Grand Arena, we'll do that for the next tournament. Like I said, that'll be the next Discord tournament we have. But okay, let me get this all set up here real quick. So this should be good. I'll turn off this. Okay, so that's up. Now let's pull up. I want to see the standings. Okay, so let's do. See if I can share this. Okay, I think you guys should be able to see the standings here. So if I do this. So, now you guys should be able to see the standings. So let me actually make this. Let's see if I can make this bigger. So, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see this. So we've got blue leading the charge. So blue controls their own destiny. So if blue gets a win, they just win. And then, yeah, I can't update the website quick enough to make it visible there. But Google Sheets is like the back end automation I use in case you were curious. So we've got hot pink and brown both. We've got scenarios, so these three are the only ones that can win. So if blue loses, hot pink wins, then hot pink wins. If brown wins and hot pink and blue loses, it'll depend on damage. Let's see. So those three are our chances to win, and then we've got. For playoffs, the cutoff is lavender right now, right? Because that's 9. So indigo has it secured, I think. All these 11 wins. So the cutoff is 12. So anything under 12, you can't win. So anybody with 10 wins or less can't make playoffs. So navy down is done. And then, can you see my cursor? Oh, perfect, you can. And then we've got so these three are on the bubble. So these wins, teal winning, these are on the bubble. So teal winning. Oh, this doesn't track damage right now. I'll actually figure that out once the records are in. I'm worried about records right now. This sheet doesn't track damage, but so we've got that, and then then these 13 wins and above. So these are guaranteed playoff squares. And then anything with 12, a win with 12 guarantees you in. So these squares, well, I guess technically all of them could win. So indigo controls their own destiny, and then tan, lavender, and cream. If they win, they should be fine. Like, it'd be crazy if all 4 of them win. If all 4 of them win, then it's up to damage dealt. And then people like teal and blaze with 2 ties actually have a good shot. And then red with 1 tie has a shot. Emerald's in a really tough position. I don't know if Emerald can... Emerald's going to need a lot of things to go their way. And then everything down here is done. And then relegation, we've got bottom 6. So that would be these right now. Malachite's probably safe. It looks like 9 losses is where the cutoff is. So it'll be interesting. All right, let's stop yapping. Let's kick off our... Let's kick off actual league. How about? So, let me reopen the claims too, so you guys can get your claims. Where where is it? Here we go. So let's do reset bonuses. All right. So you guys should be able to do claim again now. So claim should be back up. And with that, we should be able to kick it off. So like I said, the winners, the square who wins the battle will get a win and then get removed. So let's kick off Grand Arena round 1. Let's begin. Ignore the top lives. I guess I didn't notice that those are all messed up, but it should be. It'll go away fast. So let's kick off Grand Arena round 1. Let's go. And Crimson takes home the first win. Ignore the eliminated. That's just a byproduct of what the code does. It just shows the first one to get eliminated. But Crimson gets the first win. Let's do next. We've got. So let me mark this here. So Crimson is the first one to get a win. Okay. And so now, everyone but Crimson, let's begin. Claim should be working if you've tried it. But all right. So Crimson's gone. Next round, let's begin. Also, this is an older branch of my code, so some of the power-ups might not work as well as, like, I don't know if Soul Steal will work in this. So if you see power-ups not working, it's just because this is kind of an older version. I kind of forgot that some of the power-ups got changed or updated a little bit. So that's the reason why. But it's the same arena. Everyone's at the same conditions. So let's begin. We've got round 2. And Lavender punches a win. How does that affect Lavender in the standings? Oh, that's good for Lavender. Lavender almost guaranteedly punches their ticket with that win. It's a big win. So now Crimson and Lavender are gone. Let's kick off our next match. Round 3, let's begin. And Tan takes home a victory. Let's mark this. Where is Tan? Tan, here we go. So now we've got... What does that do for Tan? That'll Tan guarantee to, I mean, their 12 squares are winning, so it's not guaranteed, but that's almost a guarantee for Tan. So no Tan, no Crimson, no Lavender. So now we've got round 4. Let's begin. Tan and Lavender both are sort of guaranteed. There is a world where if all of the 11 and 2 or 12 and 10 squares win, 12 and 11 squares win, that he wouldn't be in it. So there's technically still a case where they wouldn't make it. But let's begin. And green grabs a victory. That's actually huge. That gives green a small chance of not being in relegation. Green, where are you? There you are. Big win for green. All right, let's get round 4. We've got the winners are Lavender, Crimson, Green, and Tan. So let's kick off our next match. Let's begin. And Blurple steals a win. Congratulations, Blurple. How does that affect? Does that affect Blurple? No, Blurple still pretty much is in relegation. But wow, a lot of squares winning here that don't actually help them that much. Kind of funny. All right, so no Blurple, no Tan, no Lavender, no Crimson, no Green. All right, yeah, that should be it. So let's kick off round 5. Or round 6? Round 6. Let's begin. And Cyan battles and fights and scraps and takes down Brown. Brown had a shot to be in the running for the league championship, but instead Cyan bookmarks their ticket to playoffs. Because, yeah, I mean, I guess technically it's possible that Cyan doesn't make playoffs, but he needed a win. So Cyan grabbing a playoff spot, potentially. Huge win for Cyan. So now we've got tan, cyan, green, crimson, blurple, and lavender, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, there we go. We're good. All right. Round 7. We're starting. The spots are dwindling. Only half the wins left. So let's kick this off. And Arctic grabs another spot. I think Arctic was already secured, so this doesn't really help anybody. Yeah, Arctic was already secured, but congratulations, Arctic. That gives a bonus for their HP advantage. So Arctic snagging a win. All right, next, so we've got Blurple Tan, Arctic, Crimson, Green, Cyan, Lavender. That should be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. All right. Round 8. 5 spots for wins left. Round 8. Let's begin. And Yellow snags a win. Congratulations, Yellow. Close battle, actually, but Yellow snags a win. All right. So now Cyan, Lavender, Green, Yellow, Crimson, Tan, Blurple, Arctic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yup. All right. Let's kick off round 9. Here we go. And Olive steals a victory. That actually helps give Olive a chance to be out of relegation. Okay, so now we've got Blurple Arctic, Olive, Yellow Crimson, Green, Lavender, Cyan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. All right, round 10. The spots are dwindling. Let's begin. And Blaze finishing off Emerald with a shock. Congratulations, Blaze, grabbing a win. That actually gives Blaze a chance at playoffs. Blaze has a small chance to sneak in actually now. So congratulations, Blaze. So now we've got Blaze, Blurple Arctic, Olive, Yellow Crimson, Green, Cyan, Lavender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 2 spots left. Let's kick off round 11. And Indigo fighting valiantly to secure a spot in playoffs, and this one actually does guarantee Indigo in playoffs because Indigo only has a tie. So Indigo grabs a spot in playoffs. This is actually crazy. This means that like almost every square that won's here. Let me actually, before we run this last match, let me go take a look at the standings here. So we've got, let me go mark Indigo here as a win. Okay, and then let's grab standings automation. Value. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so cool. The standings are still here. So before we run this last match, we've got any of these three winning changes the league. So hot pink, brown winning changes the league. Let's see. So the cutoff is lavender here at 13. Oh, so Blaze is done, actually. So if Cream wins, Cream puts the playoffs in jeopardy for these 13-win teams. So Cream has to win to give a chance. Relegation, we've got... what is it? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now, a win from Malachite or Blurple. No, Blurple's already done for. But Malachite winning gives them a chance to dodge relegation. Yeah, Goldenrod's done. Okay, so really the big ones are if Cream wins, we have something interesting. If one of these three win, we have something interesting. And then if Malachite wins, we have something interesting. So it's really on so we got to watch out for Malachite, these three, and then Cream are the three big ones that change it up. So let's kick this all off. We've got Blurple, Tan, Arctic, Blaze, Olive, Yellow. Let me make sure I have all these marked. Crimson, Lavender, Cyan, Green, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's right. Let me just double check here. So Tan, Olive, Indigo. Oh, Indigo won as well. Yellow, Green, Cyan, Blaze, Blurple, Lavender, Crimson, Arctic. All right. Your final round of regular season. It all comes down to this. Cream needs to win to have a chance to get in. Brown, blue, or hot pink wins to win the league. And then Malachite to dodge relegation. Let's begin. Last round, last week, before playoffs. Let's go. Guys, we have a draw. Do we run it back? The draw is, the squares are wrong in the draw, but purple and brown just drawed, I think. Let me check the footage. Let's see here. So they're both at 1 HP. They're both at 1. And yeah, that's a draw. All right. You know what time it is. Run back. Yeah, purple did get robbed, unfortunately, but sucks to suck. We've got Emerald, Cyan, Green, Yellow, Crimson, Indigo, Olive, Tan, Blurple, Arctic, Blaze, I think. Let me double check. Tan, Olive, Indigo, Yellow, Green, Cyan, Blaze, Blurple, Lavender, Crimson, Arctic. All right. The rematch. Purple should have won, but unfortunately the spaghetti code said no, so we've got to run it back. Let's kick it off. And ladies and gentlemen, blue is your regular season champion. Ironically, the purple draw did nothing for the standings either. So that's kind of funny. All right. So let me go mark all these guys down. So blue gets the win. So let me mark everyone's wins and losses. So teal had a loss. Emerald had a loss. Navy and Hot Pink had losses. And then we'll go over who made Seasonic. If you want to see, I'm gonna go over who made playoffs or not, with the damages and everything. But let's do okay. So we have then Goldenrod had a loss, and then Cerulean had a loss. Then Red had a loss. And then Cream and Malachite both had losses. And then Brown had a loss. And then Purple had a loss. And then lastly, Orange had a loss. Okay, and so now we should be seeing these GW24, yep. And then let's do this. Sort it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got your standings. We are regular season champion Blue. We've got Hot Pink, Arctic, Brown, your Rookie of the Year, Indigo, Tan, Cerulean, Cyan, and Lavender all making playoffs. Damage does not matter for playoffs because the record has indicated that all of these squares are in playoffs. There's no need for tie breaks. I will go do tie breaks based on seeding, so that'll be released later, but it doesn't matter. So we've got Blue, Hot Pink, Arctic Brown, Indigo, Tan, Cerulean, Cyan, Lavender are your playoff squares. And then we've got Blaze, Cream, Teal, Red, Emerald, Navy, Yellow, Orange, Purple are all safe. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So down to Olive. So your relegation squares, again, it doesn't matter for damage because records defined it. We have Olive, Green, Malachite, Blurple, Crimson, Goldenrod in relegation. So these are your 6 relegation squares. So we will do... So playoffs won't be next week. Playoffs will be, I think, the week after that. Let me check my calendar quick. But... let me double check. So let's see. So next weekend's the 28th. Yeah, so April 4th will be when I try to stream it. So not next weekend, but the weekend after will be the playoffs, and then we'll do the award ceremony, probably just the day after or something. So yeah, these are your final Square League playoffs and relegation tournament squares. So thank you everyone for seeing the end of Season 4's regular season. In 2 weeks, I will present playoffs. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful last few hours of your weekend. Peace.